What's good, y'all? Lord Dragonfire here, back at it with a reaction to hopefully some funny ass shit. Yes, that's right. You heard it here first. We're not doing scary ass shit this time. For once, we're actually taking a break from the scary shit for once, and we're gonna do something entertaining and funny and lighthearted. Now, my boy Tyler Forever, one of my goats on my channel, has been waiting very patiently for me to check out the greatness of old TV shows. And I'm not gonna lie, I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to do this. But hey, if I want my channel to grow, me and him were talking, and we decided that, hey, we can't just do the same thing over and over again and expect people to like it. Maybe, put some other stuff on the channel too, which is what I want and what Tyler wants. And if you're excited for this, get on ready because we're going to be checking on the greatness of old kid shows by Degenerosity. Now I've heard of Degenerosity before. I'm not really familiar with the channel, but I've seen their name a couple of times, and I'm strolling through YouTube looking for brain rot to watch. So this is going to be exciting. This is going to be probably the first time I'm reacting to like a high level million view YouTuber. So I'm not really sure what to expect because, like I said, I'm not familiar with this channel. So hopefully, judging by the thumbnail down there, it's going to be pretty funny. You got fucking Barney looking like he about to crash out. You got the Elmo gang looking like they're about to shank someone for their money, and then you just got probably the most chillest, blackest train to ever run through the railroad. I'm not gonna lie, he got aura. I'm a jump cut just to make sure there's no ads when we get the fuck onto it, bitch. Oh yeah, there were ads definitely all right. One of the ads I just skipped was a guy jumping off of a Dodge truck and punching a dragon in the face. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little attacked. By the way, Tyler Forever, you want to explain why the fuck I see a man having sex with a cockroach in a bed? Oh, this is about to be fucking festive. Where the fuck is my remote? There it is. All right, let's do this. There we go. That's the reaction I wanted. Damn.
Babies. Who doesn't love them?
I mean, I don't really.
That's only because I'm grown.
They're annoying.
Yeah, the only time when I liked babies was during the time when I was inside one.
Wait, what, nigga? Wait, what the fuck you just say to me, boy?
What I meant was when
what?
I was a little baby myself. Like, we've all been inside babies before.
What?
That's not what I meant. When you're a baby,
bro, what the?
You gotta worry about.
Yo, Tyler, what the fuck you got me watching, bro? What the fuck is this guy on?
Nothing. Someone's already feeding you, bathing you, strolling you around on the street, cleaning the doodle out your pants.
Yeah.
You don't have any responsibilities for yourself.
Oh yeah, being a kid's fucking awesome. You're not having to do anything.
Since we were babies, when we weren't sleeping or swallowing the nearest lethal object, we were playing with toys or
bro, don't talk about swallowing, my guy. I don't trust you.
To the children's channels, PBS, TBS, CBS, putting on.
Hell yeah, the good old days.
Well, my parents didn't really do that. I would just watch whatever.
Well, your parents fucking sucked.
Cartoon Network and Disney Channel.
Oh shit.
99% of the time, and whatever my
bro.
dad was watching. And he was not.
Bro, I just saw Teen Titans Go. That shit gave me a fucking headache just watching that shit.
I'm watching the most baby-friendly stuff. Like literally, both me and my dad would fall asleep watching Friday the 13th.
That was a familiar video right there.
Then at 4 a.m., I'd wake up to Showtime playing straight up corn on the TV.
Oh my god!
Like it's just a straight up corn movie, and I just stared at it. My balls were still
bro.
in my stomach, so I ain't feel nothing. But when watching it, I felt like a industry baby.
Bro, I love this guy's commentary.
I didn't watch that many kid shows. But when I did, I was watching what every other baby was watching. While babies nowadays are looking at their.
Yo, comment down below. What were y'all watching as a kid? I was a little bitch watching the usual shit. I had a little bit of Arthur here and there, a little bit of Disney Channel here and there, a little bit of Dora the Explorer. I watched a lot of SpongeBob. Let me know what your favorite show from your childhood is. What was your favorite show?
Cocomelon. We Gen Zers was watching classics.
Bro, fuck Cocomelon and fuck everybody that watches Cocomelon. Fuck every single one of them. I don't like them.
Educating us kids on valuable.
Oh shit, bitch! Oh shit, motherfucker! These are my motherfucking boys! This is right here, Dragon Tales, this right here. I mean, yeah, like take about 9 fucking guesses on why I like dragons so much. But right here, bro, this shit was my childhood. These two right here usually kind of freaked me out a little bit, but that's okay.
Go brush your teeth, or don't be an ass. And I want to use the Wayback Machine and reminisce on the very.
I need to get more Max and Ruby on the channel too.
on how some of them were great.
Bro,
and how
I hated
some
that
of them
Super Y
were a
motherfucker.
backdoor to my nightmares.
Oh shit.
But I'm gonna save that for the end. I'm gonna start this off with a channel that we're all familiar with.
Okay.
Disney Junior. Now, I'm not gonna show
Right.
much footage because Disney sucks. But I remember.
I mean, Disney didn't used to suck, and they just kind of suck nowadays, you know.
Channel became a thing. Like I was like,
If y'all weren't watching Wizards of Waverly Place, y'all weren't watching TV, bro.
But not old enough to have common sense, so I still needed this educational channels. But honestly, thinking about it right now, I don't think I ever watched a show to be educated before. I for real watched a lot of kids' education shows back then. And
I mean, kids shows did their best to educate us, but we didn't really learn much, especially from Caillou.
I barely watched kids shows that would ask you a question and wait 20 years for you to answer. It ruins my immersion of the show. I get less and less attached to the show.
Hell yeah, talk about it.
Fourth wall breaks. You ain't supposed to know I'm here. Like, who are you talking to? And after waiting 80 years of them just staring at you.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, that Dora stare right into my soul, bro.
Wasted my time. I had goals as a kid. I had stuff to do. And this show is just
Bitch, your lazy ass didn't have shit to do, bro. All you had to do was eat Cheerios, motherfucker. You ain't had no damn responsibility. Shut the fuck up.
Wasting my time. Anyway, I forgot Disney Junior. There were a few shows I used to always watch.
Yeah, they were okay.
Big Bear and the Big Blue House sometimes.
Never saw that shit.
It kind of scared me as a kid because the moon.
Oh, damn.
That molester moon emoji. And that's the most
The molester moon emoji is crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna keep on putting my. I gotta stop pausing so much because we're only 3.5 minutes in. But I'm gonna just give y'all a little lore about the very first thing. Now, the whole point of my channel is that I don't get scared by shit. But obviously, as a little kid, I was scared by shit. The very first thing to ever actually scare me came from Courage the Cowardly Dog. You remember the episode, I think, where they went to like that city or they were in like a hotel or something like that, and Courage goes into this one room and you see like this woman playing like a violin or something like that, and she turns around and like her face gets all like really big and scary and shit. That right there, that was the very first thing that ever scared me. I still remember to this day, I literally ran out of my room and ran to the living room because I needed my mother. That's how much it scared me. Never in my life did I ever have anything get me to run out of my bed other than that girl. Oh, that shit was fire though.
I heard a bunch of songs from them, and not gonna lie, they're pretty great. I've heard a bunch of songs from them, and after hearing them, I can tell you that this is one of the greatest bands of this generation, of any generation. Every
Hell yeah.
Makes you hype and go crazy.
Go crazy. Go stupid, motherfucker.
There was also Special Agent Oso.
Fuck Special Agent Oso. That shit looked ass.
Mr. Mosby was playing the wolf on the show.
Yo, where the Cartoon Network and the Nickelodeon at, bro? We're talking about Disney, bro. That man had an alien in. Okay, Mickey Mouse Club. Okay. I hated Doc McStuffins, but whatever the fuck he said. Never saw that.
Mexican dude with talking tools that can fix anything. From a boat to a chair to your accident. You fix it. The characters were
an accident is crazy.
Who was a complete loser.
I never really watched Handy Mandy when I was a kid. They were shooting balls into his ass. What the fuck?
Them added this new character. It was a flashlight. He only spoke Minion. I don't remember what language he spoke, but they was adorable. Every time they were on screen, they was just like cute, like a minion.
Oh my god, that was the most fucked up looking minion I've ever seen.
Handsome guy.
Damn, Mr. Clean. Damn, Colonel Sanders. They were rocking that. They were rocking that, weren't they?
Man, he's just a dandy guy. I like Mickey Mouse.
What the fuck? That scared me.
You know that song, M-I-C-K-E-Y.
M-O-U-S-E. Yeah, everybody's seen Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse, my guy. We've all seen that show. That shit was fire as a kid.
Was when they gave Toodles a face and a personality. Now he can talk and he can like communicate with us.
What the fuck? Why?
You don't need to speak, bro. It's weird.
Yeah, shut that shit up. Boy, I don't care about that fucking pizza face you got on there, bitch.
He's plotting something. I know it. And then they were little Einsteins. I just love.
Bro, Little Einstein was fire, bro. I didn't watch a lot of it though, but my friend really liked it. Every time I came over to play with my friend, he always had that shit on.
Musical genius, of course, this show would appeal to someone like me. And honestly, I don't remember what they did on this show. Like they had.
Of course, you don't fucking remember.
Dang, I think that's all I remember. I just remember loving it as a kid, and that theme song, you know, that old.
Were those a couple of dogs looking at Trump?
They just don't make them like that anymore. But Disney Jr. was a great.
Bro, talk about my cartoons, bro. I didn't watch Disney Jr., bro. Talk about like Cartoon Network and shit.
In terms of baby shows, Nick Jr. Nick Jr. I have a lot.
Okay, Nick Jr. is a little bit better.
They had some dookie butt shows like Dora and the more boring Diego, but everything else was pretty good.
You didn't like Dora, huh? Oh, bro, take me back to a time where we watched fucking Wonder Pets, bro. Some of y'all don't even remember Wonder Pets.
Okay, Turtles, the Backyardigans, everybody.
Backyardigans, that was another good show when I was a little kid. I see you, Bart. I'm coming for that ass, bro.
You know, the backyard was always transforming and getting new settings like every single episode. I loved it. My favorite.
Well, I mean, it's called The Plot, motherfucker. What do you expect?
Max and Ruby.
I have such.
I used to watch this show a lot.
A whole lot. I have a mixed relationship with this show, but at the same time, a really big one because this Max and Ruby, they were literally my first reaction video. Like, do you remember 004? That's my first reaction video. So, 3 months later, I'm still looking at these bitch ass motherfuckers, bro. I think it's even longer than that, honestly. Jeez.
Kid, but I didn't really like Max.
I gotta stop pausing or else this video is gonna be like 30 minutes.
Back then, I just saw him making mud cakes, and I was just like,
I hated that shit, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, Max?
I got older that I realized that Max was just having fun, man. He was just a young kid, just having fun, playing with his toys, making cakes. He was just doing his thing.
I remember that episode where he had like those like little vampire teeth. That shit was fire.
I'm not gonna get too in detail because then I'll just be stealing.
Ruby was a bitch.
Shout out to him. But let me say this. If I was in a room with a bow and arrow, with only 2 arrows.
In a basketball.
Ruby.
In a basketball. Bitch! I'm gonna give a shit about that pussy ass cyberpunk Fortnite bullshit.
No, I don't even care who else is there. I'm gonna shoot Ruby twice. Blue's Clues was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, Blue's Clues was goated. Bro.
My man Steve was drawing like Picasso with just a...
The day Steve left was the day I stopped watching Blue's Clues. I as soon as we lost Steve, I hated that show. I never watched it again.
A crayon? The show was nuts until Steve left to buy some cigarettes. What did Steve look like again?
Yeah, that right there, that day where Steve left, I was gone.
I didn't really watch it because it was British.
Peppa Pig was a bitch ass motherfucker.
But I'll admit it, the Peppa Pig album is pretty.
Peppa Pig's on my list too.
It's better than Honestly Trash. And I ain't gonna forget to go.
All I know is that oh my god, I fucking hated Yo Gabba Gabba, bro.
Biz Marquee is in like every episode beatboxing, and DJ Lance is
why
into his character in the show that he's still in his character over 10 years after the show ended. So
really?
That's dedication right there. But yeah, I ain't really.
Wow, that guy must really need some fucking money, bro. Yeah, that's the only thing I know about Yo Gabba Gabba from that South Park episode.
Nick Jr. show was Little Bill.
Of course it was. Of course it was. I wonder why.
Like how to talk to girls, how to ask a girl out, and the secret to get any girl. And thanks to this show, I can say these tips changed my life for the better. Because of these tips, every time I move into a new home, I have to introduce myself to my female neighbors. And under state law, I basically have to tell them how good I am with the ladies. You know,
boy, you ain't say a damn thing to the ladies, man. Shut the hell up.
All right, moving on from that, I want to talk about my actual favorite shows from back when I was a kindergartner. And back then,
yeah, okay, let's get into it.
A huge fan of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Okay, that's kind of valid.
It's just something about him. I was addicted.
What was that picture? I feel like that was some Rule 34 shit.
So many train sets and toys.
Thomas the Tank Engine was fire, bro.
I was wearing this man on my balls. You cannot
what?
Call me. I'm a fake fan. You can't call me gay either. He's a train. Let him run.
I mean,
I really do love.
I'll call you gay all I want, but I wasn't gonna do that.
I think reason I liked this show so much was because it was a very chill show. Nothing would happen in your face. The comics would always be in the.
It was just about trains, my guy. That's literally all the video was.
And then a small hiccup happens, and then they solve it, learning a lesson maybe in the process. Simple. It was a very simple, chill show, and I like trains. The interactions were always very sweet. When they weren't, you know, when shit was going
on. That you see the stank? What the fuck? Okay, alright, bro. You need to stop putting this fruity ass shit in your editing. What are you doing, bro? I don't ever want to see that Naruto clip again.
Story each episode. It's not like those other baby shows that would constantly break the fourth wall and just start singing out of nowhere.
Yeah, that shit was annoying, I ain't gonna lie. What did you just say to me, you bitch?
My favorite color green.
I don't give a fuck what your color green is, bitch.
Like that. Sometimes us kids just want to be entertained like the grown-ups. We don't want to get constantly talked down.
I didn't really watch Nick Jr. I watched Nickelodeon. And if we're talking about our favorite Nick show, I out of all of them, I probably have to say SpongeBob. Because there's not a single Nick show out there that comes even close to matching what SpongeBob did.
In shows. We already get enough of that in real life. Why would we want that in our entertainment? And Thomas did have learning segments where they would ask us kids questions, but it would be in between episodes, not the actual episode would have.
Right, yeah, do like little intermissions and stuff like that.
This is why I kind of like.
Why was it? Wait, hold on, no. Look at this freaky ass train. Look at him. Look at him. Look at what he's looking down like that. Look at what is he looking down at? The caboose? You freaky ass bitch!
This is why I kind of like
freaky ass train.
Interrupt you in the middle of the episode with
Arthur was fire.
We was just enjoying ourselves.
The day he hit his sister was the day I ejaculated for the second time.
Arthur?
He is not a nigger.
I still don't understand that racism episode though. I thought it was just animals in this universe, but black people exist too apparently and get unfair.
Hell yeah, they do. Oh shit.
Oh shit. The racists that were mentioned, so is it the animals that are the ones being racist? Is it just black people and animals in this universe?
I don't know.
Baby look like? Okay, I'm gonna stop asking questions. Back to Thomas. I also love how this show only has a narrator, narrating and doing every voice in the show. I love.
Why do their faces get so like scrunched up and mad, bro? I don't remember it being that cursed.
He was great too. You just had to wear a bulletproof vest every time you watched the show. Not to mention the music. It's out of this world. It has no reason to be that great.
Okay, let me listen to it then.
Ones here and there, you know, a few good bops. No.
Alright, now fuck y'all. Let's do it on my own.
I'm serious too. Every song sounds like it could be one of those classic Disney songs from back in the day.
I don't believe that shit for a second. I would have to hear it on my own, bro.
Accidents what happened. One of the greatest songs of all time. Top 100. Not even fibbing. Listen to it yourself. It's like in 1984 when the show was...
What do you know about 1984, bro?
Was like, yo, let's only drop classics for the next 20 years.
Hell yeah.
Kanye West or something. And the whole team was...
Drop that shit.
That was Kanye West. But they did it anyway. These guys deserve all the Grammys.
I realize my commentary is not the best. I'm not really sure what to say about all this.
This is genuinely one of the greatest kid shows of all time.
I mean, I'm waiting for him to talk about something I know a lot about. I didn't really watch Thomas the Tank Engine that much.
This show is amazing. It is fantastic.
I mean, this man watched a little too much Disney.
Because as soon as they went CGI, it was downhill.
Okay. You're one of those motherfuckers.
Back in 2009 when I was 6 turning 7, and even back then I hated it.
So in 2009 I was 11, and I was not fucking with no Thomas the Tank Engine at 11, bro. When I was 11, I was taking a break from cartoons, and I was heavily into my PlayStation. I was out there fighting wars and killing monsters and shit like that. Not really watching cartoons.
Oh, like, why are their mouths moving now? Why are the people moving? Why do they have their own voices? It changed so much. I avoided this new version every time I saw it on TV.
Okay, so I kind of like that new version better. The first version I saw without the CGI, that looked like some creepy Meat Canyon shit. But the CGI version looks cleaner and like more polished. I kind of like it better. But then again, I wasn't really a Thomas the Tank Engine fan. This guy was.
For actual toys, and it was in reality. This is just weird. It's unnatural seeing them like this. I always hated when kids shows would switch their style just to look more modern. Just look at Bob the Builder. For years, he was looking good. He was looking nice because he was in stop motion. Look at Bob go.
Right.
Woo! Okay, let's see what Bob the Builder looks like now. Check, check, check.
Oh god! Oh god! No! 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 Fuck! Before that ad so rudely interrupted, I was getting ready to say, "Fuck no!" Yeah, the old version of Bob looks a hell of a lot better, bro. This man looks like a fucking North Korean construction worker. He looks like he's way too happy to be at work, bro. He's happy because his family's not getting executed. That's what he looks like to me.
Who the hell is that?
Yeah, who is that?
Not Bob. That dude's name is Bertram.
That is not Bob, bro. Hell no. That new version is not good. I guess he must have grew up or something.
And that ain't even the worst of it. You know the music? How I said it was one of the best songs of all time.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah. Should have won awards.
Now, oh my goodness, they changed the whole vibes of the songs, bro.
I can't say anything about the music. I've never heard both versions, so.
And now it's just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you do that. I mean, if he had it on his channel, I guess I could have had it on mine, but still. Oh, hell no, bro. No, bro. I mean, it is for kids, so you can't really say much. Bro, fuck Paw Patrol. I saw that.
This is not the reason why I wore you on my balls, man. This is not so I used to love and enjoy.
Bro, stop talking about your balls, bro.
And appease to me, a grown-ass man. Appeal to me.
Grown-ass man.
They ruined it. They really turned Thomas the Tank Engine into that freaking bootleg rip-off Thomas the Tank Engine Chuggington.
Oh my god, don't fucking talk to me about Chuggington, my guy. Don't talk to me. My friend had that shit.
Talk about one final show real quick.
Alright, tell me last show.
Once in my childhood, but that one time alone left a scar.
Okay, tell me about it. Tell me about it. What?
I was in elementary school.
Okay.
Stayed up a little late one day.
Getting some lore.
On TV, it was on Nick Jr.
Alrighty.
7 baby content playing all the time. And
okay,
at
sure.
Midnight, this new show came on. It was called Oobi.
Oobi.
This show was a hand puppet show.
Never heard of it.
Unlike Sesame Street or any other hand puppet show, it was just hands.
Really? That's some low budget ass shit right there, bro.
The show ain't even that scary. I don't even know why I found this show scary as a kid. It's just hand puppets. Maybe it's their creepy eyes. I don't know. But
it's probably the eyes.
To be like scary. I'm gonna sound like one of those like SpongeBob theory channels or whatever. It's also.
Oh yeah. Definitely do one of those theories. Definitely.
How do they eat? How do they swallow their food?
Motherfucker, who cares?
How do they use the bathroom? Do they have holes? How do they fight? How are their eyes attached to their hands?
They probably punch.
They put on rings. When they high
five, they kiss aggressively. That's how.
They just have intercourse on screen? How do they even do it in this universe?
Why are you asking all these questions about hands? And hey, check out the humping robot.
So, how do they wear the gloves? Wouldn't that just cover their eyes? Where do their bodies end? There's actual people in this universe. You see below their hands. How do they drive cars in this universe? What is pushing the gas pedal? How does anything get done in this universe?
I don't think it makes any damn sense, my guy. But it's a kid's show. Why does it need to make sense?
And threatening experience for me as a child. And I hope no kid had to experience the nightmares I did.
I experienced much worse nightmares than you, buddy. I experienced much worse than you, buddy. Trust me.
I've grown a lot since I was a kid. I'm never saying that again. I've grown.
What did you just call yourself?
Size, but most importantly, I've grown in mind. And I don't think I'm
right,
the
me
person
too.
I am today if it weren't for these children.
Damn, get your big ass titties out of my face. You see that?
The rest were here too. If I forgot to mention the show, I just didn't watch it as a kid. That's just the way it turned out for me. I love reminiscing about old times.
Bro, you watched way too much damn Disney as a kid, bro. You should have been watching more Cartoon Network, bro.
I did not expect this video to be as long as it is, but that just shows how dedicated I am to this topic. And in conclusion,
so this guy seems a little. This guy seems a little younger than me, actually.
I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time.
Get your weak ass freestyle off of my screen, bro. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, final thoughts. That was a good video. I feel like he could have talked a little bit more about kids shows. One thing I will say about this guy is that his childhood was filled with way too much Disney. He didn't watch a single thing that put hair on your balls. It seems to me like he just watched the most basic bitch little kid shit possible on TV. Whereas the shit I was watching had like battle and shit like that. Like, motherfucker, I was watching Codename Kids Next Door. I was watching fucking Code Lyoko. I was watching Teen Titans. I watched real kid shows. Thomas the Tank Engine, like Little Bill. Like, what the fuck is any of that shit? Who watched any of that crap? I mean, I assume some, but like, bro, like, where were the shows that got you excited, bro? Where were the shows that got you up out of your chair as a kid, bro? Like, I feel like this video didn't cover any of that, bro. It just covered like a very, and also Barney and Sesame Street weren't mentioned once in this whole video, yet they're in the thumbnail. So the video is good, but I feel like G Generosity, you could have did better, my guy. So if you're ever seeing this, no hate, but at the same time, bro, you needed to get your ass on Cartoon Network, because that Disney Channel shit, that does not fly in my hood, my guy. That we would have made fun of you for that shit. There was only one show that got respect from Disney, and that was Wizards of Waverly Place. That was it. Everything else, nah. But hey, hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, well, hopefully you'll like the next one. Thank you so much for watching me, and remember, stay humble, stay healthy, stay beautiful. I'll see you on the next vid. Peace. Oh, and one more thing before I go, if I can find it.
Just know something bad is going to happen.